Okay, we'll just do that for right now.
This is Cubs Radio.
Cubs Radio.
I spent a lifetime looking for you. Single bars and good time lovers were never true.
Never true. You know that, Steve.
No.
Playing a fool's game,
I'm playing the fool's game.
hoping to win.
And I never win.
It's something.
Telling those sweet lies.
Oh, yeah.
Losing again.
I always lose. You know why, Steve?
Why?
I was looking for love in all the wrong places.
Absolutely.
I've looked for love in so many wrong places, I can't even tell you.
Can't tell you how true that song is.
Wrong,
Cannot tell you.
long and wrong places.
And I know that for a fact. Can I say and tell you?
Actually, no. Actually,
Okay.
some I've been charged for. Some of these wrong places I've been charged a recurring fee.
That's true. That's true.
Anyway,
That's a nice hat you got there.
thanks, man. You might be wondering why I opened the show with a one-eyed sunglass wear.
I was about to ask the same question.
I know. And you might be wondering why we opened with, for my money, who is this guy? Johnny Lee, one of his just an unbelievable song. It applies to pretty much the entire world. It was the title song to John Travolta's...
it was one of the songs.
It was one of the songs. I mean, for me, John Travolta's finest piece of cinema.
I think so, really.
Urban Cowboy. Can I
Yeah.
do a little bit from it?
Sure.
Let me tell you something, sissy. I'm going to ride that bull and win that first prize. And then you know what? I'll be somebody. I'm going to be somebody.
I remember the girl goes up and asks him, "Are you a cowboy?" Well, it depends what you think a cowboy is. Something like that. Some
and then when
classic
he was on,
lines.
And then when he was on the bull,
Yeah.
and he's riding the bull, he went into John Travolta and he said, "The bull, it's messing my hair. My hair is a mess because I'm riding the." Then he went in and they said, "No, this is Urban Cowboy."
And then Pastor Frank, his brother Pastor Frank, came in.
I can't be in a place like this. So they mixed the two movies. It wasn't a success. Anyway, welcome. At 6:34, 73 degrees and a beautiful, and it's now August. Can you believe it?
We're almost close to the fall motumbo, as you would say.
Yeah.
The what?
It's Steve's making fun of me. It's the fall equinox, but
Oh.
I call it the fall mutumbo. Don't ask.
Okay, now,
Wait, before you get into that, people don't know who you are, Steve, and they want to know. I want to intro you properly. Yes, I am wearing a love hat, which I'll explain in a moment. We
Yes.
did play a love intro song.
yes.
But more importantly, to my left, well, first of all, you know who I am. I'm your funny man, Stevie K. And you might see a big split in between me and my partner in crime.
It's about time.
Did you have a fight?
I've had it.
If the studio was any bigger, Steve would be. I wish he would go to the parking lot and do the Today Show. But please welcome to the show with whatever you can muster for the man, the myth, and a legend in his own mind, Steve the Emster.
What's up, Steve? How you doing?
Well, I have a problem with these glasses.
Well,
first of all.
thing,
Well, I'm going to get to Sally. Don't worry.
first thing, like love is blind, even for you, even without those glasses.
That's cold.
That is true. So I go on, I buy these piece of crap sunglasses. I get them from Amazon. 2 days, garbage.
Oh my God.
Crap.
TV just flat. The screen just
I didn't
like
even know
flashed
I didn't even
there.
know the screen was behind it. Anyway, so I just wasted $10 on those.
Could have used the Letterman sound effects there. The glass breaking.
I know I don't have that on my books.
I know.
Yeah.
And to my right, who just time and time again knocks it out of the park. She has just been nominated for a Nobi.
What's an Obi, Steve?
A Nobi award. Did you know this, Allie?
No,
Oh,
I did
saw
not.
this.
I didn't get a letter or
Oh
a
yeah,
telegram. No one sang.
Yeah, it's a Nobi One Kenobi award that she is.
Nobi.
She is the sensei of Govs Radio. She's the heart, the engine, the butter of the corn.
The battery.
You're the batter of the pancake.
Okay.
Steve's the pancake. You're the batter,
You're the pancake?
and I'm the syrup. I'm the sweetness.
That'd be the ego.
You know what? You could be anything you want. Because today is about love. That's right. You might have noticed there's roses everywhere. Here, Sally. Oh, and may I give a rose to Sally?
Oh, that's beautiful.
you.
That is lovely. Look
Here,
at
Steve,
that.
let me give you one, too. You deserve a rose.
Toss it over.
Have a rose. I hope a thorn hits you right in the eye. Oh, yeah. Oh, Steve. That's a great one, right? That's a good one. We should do that, right? What did they call this?
Conquistador, something like that. You did a little, that.
You know, I would have been able to find that bull in Mathspith, that lost bull, because I have a red blanket, and you do one of these, and then you get the bull.
Have they found
Did you
this book?
say mathpic?
Yeah, I don't know what. I don't know what. Is it? I put Mathspith and Mastic together.
Are you
Mastic.
lisping now?
I pray now, Mathbic. I don't know where it is, but it's somewhere out east.
Did they find this bull yet?
No, he's just happy living in the countryside.
I thought he was next door at the Moo place.
Well, he could have blended right there.
That's what I
with the
mean.
Spot.
He's just chilling out.
You know
I
what?
mean, he's castrated, so it's not like he's like. Yeah, it's not like he's got a lot to do. He's
You know
just,
what?
chilling
I'll
out,
tell you what that means.
eating
Oh
grass.
no, time for.
Oh, why do I have?
I did everything
Hold
I
on.
could.
You even stop that.
I gotta stop looking for love. Why can't? All right.
You never
so-
stop looking for love, Steve.
And why are we all in a love mood? Do you ask, Sally? Ask me why.
Why are we all in a love mood today, Steve?
Because we are going to have a special guest. This is not an ordinary show where you have to listen to me and Steve
really?
wax poetically for nonsense. We have a guest that hopefully will be arriving to this and not brokerage. I hope I told her the right place.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I forgot. I said come to the comedy club, but I forgot there's a few on Long Island. So hopefully she'll be here. She is the Long Island. Have you ever heard of her? The Long Island premier matchmaker,
No, but I'm a big fan of matchmakers.
Maureen Tara Nelson. And I love her commercials. She's wonderful. And she's going to come on, and she's going to hopefully help me and Steve. Sally, you're already in love. Sally's set. I hate looking at people that are already set in love. And me and Steve just kind of wander around the universe
Yeah,
looking
it
for
doesn't mean that we've all not been through hell, so.
That was also one of my favorite songs by Johnny Lee.
Looking.
Going Through Hell,
Going
Looking
Through
for
Hell.
Love. That was his sequel, the follow-up to Looking for Love. So Maureen's going to come in. She's going to sit right in between me and Steve because I think we need someone in between us. And I know the folks really want Sally there. I told this
Sal, people ask, right?
all the time. It's not just my mom.
It's
People-
just your mom.
I don't think it's not about us. It's about you, Sally.
They say, you guys are funny, but why can't you put Sally on the air? We like Sally.
Not everybody is home at 11 in the morning to see you and Tony on the
Oh, really?
on the show.
So the after work crowd that gets home puts the pot pie in the oven.
Oh, I actually put a pot pie in the oven today. Isn't that crazy?
Chicken or beef or vegetable?
Chicken.
Are you a chicken pot pie or beef?
chicken pot pie, absolutely.
That's a great name. That we should change the name of the Steve Square Show to Chicken Pot
pie.
Yeah.
Chicken
Yes.
Pot Pie, and I don't care. So we're going to have Maureen Tara Nelson. She's going to come in here. She's going to teach us about love. What she does, she matches people. She says these dating sites are for the birds.
Right.
No good.
You mean birds? Birds have trouble.
Well, a bird of a hand.
No, they do not, because I've got a lot of birds in my backyard, and they've been knocking it out.
They've been getting it on.
Yeah.
I wish I had a song for a bird blurb right now.
They,
I
some
don't
of
have
them,
a lot of bird
some of them are
material. I don't have
doing
bird
it.
material.
I've seen them do it like while they're flying. It's crazy. Yeah, I'm not even kidding.
Is it like when when the planes, like the other plane comes in to like put the oil,
Yeah,
put the
it's like that.
refuel?
They're refueling the tank.
Now, I'll say this because it's 6:41. She should be approaching. I have one call out here. I have a lot of anger before Maureen comes in. Got to call out New Zealand. I don't know if any of you noticed, but we're not streaming live, I don't think, in New Zealand. We've
Just
been,
for that one show.
Just for that one show.
Okay. So if you can hear me, New Zealand, keep blocking us.
No.
No?
No,
New
why would you
Zealand's
do a
nice.
thing like
it's
that?
the happiest place in the world to live. Isn't that true? New
I
Zealand?
thought that was Disney.
Yes,
World.
they say it's pretty nice. Uh-oh.
That wasn't her.
That was New Zealand.
That was New Zealand. Very upset with me. I don't know how they got this number. You can call when Maureen comes here at 516-465-3990. Ask. All right, I'm sorry, New Zealand. You can watch us. I really had a hate parody song for them. I was very angry. I was doing theme songs. Steve, you weren't there last week. And I did The Greatest American Hero by Joey Scarborough. Look at what's happening to me.
Yeah.
And all of a
Good
sudden,
song.
Believe
it myself. Suddenly I'm upon top of the world. Could have been somebody else, but believe it or not,
I'm walking on air.
Anyway.
How about the George Costanza version?
Oh, I never heard that one.
I don't know it either, but it's a clip from Seinfeld. He had an answering machine, and he took the word. He had his own words for the.
So I was going to do a parody and a hate New Zealand thing, but now I feel bad. Sally said they're nice people.
They are. Isn't it the happiest place to live?
I don't even know where
One
it
of
is
the
in
best
the world.
places to live. I think people are very happy.
Right after Cleveland?
Pretty close.
Maybe.
I did a Cleveland rant. Steve doesn't want to hear that either.
Oh, come on, Steve. Try me.
Where's our matchmaker? Are you not worried?
643.
What if she's like matchmaking someone in the parking lot and she picked them over
I
us?
saw that parking lot. There's nobody to be matched.
What if
I'm very
maybe someone's like, I don't know, someone's walking around the parking lot and she's like, you know what, I can help you.
I want to ask her that if she just constantly thinks of matchmaking 24/7.
Like a medium
The
who
way-
walks through like
the way I
Stop
think
and
of
Shop
angry.
and
Yes.
has to like help people.
Yes.
Like, does she have to help people?
I do. I'm also perturbed. We pull up. There's a big carnival. I think me and Steve are going to hit this place tonight.
I saw fried Oreos.
You were in love. Speaking of
Zeppeli,
love,
Steve.
that's what
Zeppeli.
Steve needs to be paired
I
with a
know.
Zeppeli.
You do. You know what? You don't know.
My
this.
mom makes regatta puffs.
Yes, you want to know about. You want to know
Not
about
Zeppeli.
Steve.
Regatta
This Steve's
puffs.
Cigarette is
Cigarette?
no secret. Every Christmas Eve, Steve would actually eat a Zeppeli.
No, he
and then he would
doesn't.
never eat it again. But now he's
He won't
he's
even
sworn
eat a
it
bagel.
off. Won't even have a Zeppeli on Christmas.
Well, my
Eve
mom
now.
makes these special Christmas Eve regatta puffs, Zeppelis, whatever you want to call. And sure, I have it just the way she makes a special birthday cake on my birthday. You know,
Okay.
it's that one time I like to indulge. So anyway, we missed the carnival. Sally just informed us.
Yeah, you're like so excited that they're setting up. I was like, I hate to tell you this, but they're breaking down.
And-
And then you said a bad word.
Yes, can't say it on the air.
He was very upset.
I was very
Yeah.
upset, and I'll tell you another thing. There's nothing, and Steve knows this, I enjoy more than riding on a ride that they put together 20 minutes ago with a screwdriver
Yeah, it's a little weird,
and
huh?
scotch tape. And you got two guys that are
I don't want to be critical, but
high on whatever, and they're putting a roller coaster up on the side of Hempstead Turnpike.
yeah.
That's only got one thing to end in, and it's not love.
No.
Let me
I'm
see.
going to look in the back
You
for
want to?
her.
Oh wait. Yeah. I didn't get a text. So yeah. Okay. Yeah. You can take a check.
Maybe
I
she's
just
at,
checked.
And if you guys if you want to call in, I have the number on the screen, and I could put you on hold. You could hear the show through the phone, and then we can take your questions. when
Yeah,
you're ready to go.
definitely. That sounds like a plan. So this is great. Sally's going to find our matchmaker.
Steve, do you want to just
Dun 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 dun.
let's just hear the clip before we
Sure, play it up.
Let me just so now we have time to do. Okay.
I must be out when I pick up the phone. Where could I be? Believe it or not, I'm not home.
That is fantastic.
Believe it or not, George isn't at home.
I'm sure we'll be taking off for the George Costanza blip.
I must be out when I pick up the phone. Where could I be?
I love the way he sings. He sings like perfectly off key. Where could I be?
George, pick up. I know you're screening for Allison.
That's hysterical.
That's great.
That's a great one. So,
Oh, New Zealand's missing so much tonight.
well, no, they said they are watching. Sally said it was just blocked for that day.
Well, now that we've got that song playing,
Now they're going to block us
they're
again,
gonna block
Steve.
us again.
Now we're blocked for 2 shows. New Zealand doesn't apparently like Joey Scarborough or The Greatest American Hero.
Obviously,
It's a great show.
New Zealand doesn't want to pay for the rights.
Oh,
you know.
before we go and we get the matchmaker, I always like to tell people a new artist. You gave me an on this when you were doing your show. Nicolette Larson. I really like her. Wait, I'll play it a little bit for you.
I only know she had the big hit.
The big
A
hit.
lot of love. It's gonna take a lot of love. Hey.
Not yet? So what I'm doing is I'm playing another appropriate song, which I'll be banned from, I think, Nigeria after finishing this one. This is going to take a lot of love. So I'm saying I love this artist. Tell me if you like her.
Sure, I know the song.
Nicolette Larson. So,
Oh, you know what? She's great. Like,
Thank you,
I bought
Sally.
a couple of CDs from her. She had a lullaby CD
Yes.
that I used to have for one of my kids.
I will have to discover this and see for myself.
Steve, come on. I told Steve to play it on his
Steve,
show. He gave me
Steve
an
just
F.
said,
Gives me an F.
Steve sent me a text. She's badass. I said, okay.
She is. She's like those 70s, 80s kind of badass, the Linda Ronstadts, the, kind of...
I wouldn't describe her as badass.
Maybe she-
but sweet with a nice voice.
Yeah, I never heard that description.
She's got the great ponytails. I'm a sucker for the pigtails.
Are
She
you?
has- yeah, she has the pigtails. That's what I got to
Like,
tell the
like
matchmaker.
that girl, what's that? Like, Mickey, you're so fine. You're
Tony
so fine.
Basil.
Yeah,
Tony Basil.
she's
Tony
got
Basil.
like the pigtails
Yes.
going.
Anybody in pigtails is good for me.
She's 100 years old and she's still wearing pigtails.
Good.
I think, impossible.
I think pigtails never go out of style. And I'm a fan of. I'm going to tell Maureen that because she's going to ask me what I'm looking for in my perfect match. Pigtails, large bank account, and someone that only wants to hang out once a month.
You need a large bank account?
No. Oh wait, do we have somebody?
No, I just heard like a thump, so I have hope.
Oh God, I hope she didn't smash into the door.
That wouldn't be good.
I hope we didn't hurt the matchmaker. Wait, let me see. I'm checking my text to make sure. No, she's not. This would be embarrassing. I'd have to start asking you about how to find your perfect.
We might have to do that. It's all right.
Well, wait. What was that? Oh, so I liked, and you know how I discovered Nicolette Larson. Let's see if you know.
Was it from Saturday Night Fever?
No.
No?
Very good guess, though. It was from the movie Twins.
Oh, that's
with,
right.
When she's singing "I'd Die for This Dance" and they're Arnold and Danny DeVito are dancing with their mates, Kelly
Mate,
Preston,
yes.
and I forget who the other actress was. But I watched Twins again. It's such a good movie.
Yes.
You know, I know it's corny, but it's...
And the other night, the other movie was on.
Yes.
Junior was on. And
That I didn't like.
I got to tell you, him and Danny DeVito are really good together.
They are.
Schwarzenegger had really proven himself. He's a good comedian. He's a good comic
Yeah,
actor.
he was
deserves,
okay.
You know,
I was shocked when I saw Twins. I was like, he's kind of funny. And he was good, and he is a rose by any other name, Steve.
now you talk
Always
about
smells the same.
You talk about these. Talk about the '70s and Nicolette Larson. This gentleman died. He used to hang out with Tom Waits. His name was Chuck E. Weiss.
Okay.
And him and Tom Waits were good friends. Tom Waits was going out with this other performer. Her name was Ricky Lee Jones.
Oh, sure.
And they hung out together, and kind of Chuck E. Weiss was like the third wheel. And anyway, this guy got a girlfriend, and Ricky Lee Jones says, "Oh, Chucky's in love." Hence the song "Chucky's in Love."
Oh, well, I
but
see.
the gentleman died anyway. Hey, there you are.
Hey, Maureen.
Come on.
Anyway,
in.
yeah. Yeah, you could just
You're
chill.
okay,
Yeah, Steve, have
no
a seat.
problem.
Steve gets very excited.
I
know. You're a gentleman at heart.
I
So
feel lonely. I need
you need, well, you're going to
someone standing between us.
take your time.
I'm very far away.
Yeah, they let Maureen get settled in.
Okay, no problem.
She's in the studio getting herself a little settled. There was another thing, but I do like her. I liked her in Twins. The other thing I was really excited about, did you see that? I always give the Olympic moment with that Tunisian guy that won the swimming. Did you see that?
Yes.
Very exciting. He was 9 years old.
I know. You look very small.
He was fantastic. He won the swimming. It was just outstanding. And no, I was really excited. And the other thing I was really shocked about was the Filipino girl. She did that weightlifting above her head.
I did not see that.
She won Philippines' first gold medal. Now, New Zealand was not in the Olympics. We blocked them. Somehow the Steve Squared Show has enough power. I kept New Zealand.
Is not going to do the
No.
Olympics.
They blocked me, so I called the IOC and I blocked them. This is how I do it.
You have that much power over the IOC.
Oh, sure.
I did not know that.
No, you think I'm just a square, but I'm also I have connections to the IOC.
Is that true?
It is true.
Okay.
You don't trust me with anything. I wish you could sit further from me in this studio.
I
Sally,
like-
can we
you
knock
know-
down a wall and have Steve sit in the green room?
No.
All right. Anyway, we are excited. It's almost time. I think it is close to time. We have Long Island's premier certified matchmaker, in the studio with us. Are you excited, Steve?
This is it's great. We love when we have guests.
We have Maureen Tarrant Nelson. Whenever you're ready, come on in. Steve, she can scoop by you.
Sorry, Maureen. There you go.
Can you get in?
Yeah.
Have a seat. Come join us.
She brought a beverage with her.
I said
Steve always has his.
I set you up with
beverage.
water, and if you notice, I got plastic roses for you.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I couldn't get the real ones. I'm sorry. It's not the right time of
I
year.
even have a water in my bag because I am used to always having a few.
You're
drinks.
Have a few. Have
always
a drink. We can
prepared.
actually get you a cocktail from the bar
Oh,
if
no,
you.
that's
So you're
okay.
sure we can get
Yeah,
you
no.
a
Steve,
shivers.
why don't you just bring the microphone just a little bit
I'm
closer
gonna get you in there, and
So-
you can throw your headphones on if you want.
so we can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, and you can hear
Is
us.
this Are they able to see us?
Oh, they can
Yes,
see
they
us.
can see
Unfortunately,
us.
they can see
Where?
us.
Where do I
Thank
look?
God.
Well, we have our camera right there.
Gosh, right.
I know.
And I can see you.
Right?
Go ahead,
It's-
Maureen, you look
it's scary
fabulous.
stuff.
You look
Scary
wonderful.
stuff.
I'm watching you right. I'm not even going to do the show anymore. I'm just going to watch you. That's fantastic.
Thank you.
So
Try not
we
to think about the camera.
can you hear us?
Yes.
All right, wonderful.
Yes. Let me
So
can I
this
try
is.
my sexy voice?
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, I'm tired of using mine, so it's about time. We've had to use Sally's sexy voice for a while. She gave me a look. We've been talking, and I'm so excited that you came. Thank you so much for coming.
Oh, my pleasure.
Really? Did you find it okay?
Yes. Yes.
Was the directions I didn't give you okay? 'Cause I hope they were perfect.
Yes, it was perfect.
Yes, I wanted to fill. You see the hat,
Love it. Where'd you get it?
right? Well, the store I unfortunately have to say was Marshall's. That's why I have the tags on, because I'll be returning the love after the show.
Oh my God. That remind me to tell you that funny story. But go
Okay.
ahead.
So definitely we saw. I watch a lot. I've seen your commercials for a while, and I like them, and they're great. And then when we talk about dating or online dating, it's always such. It's never a seasonal thing. It's always such a
Yes.
prevalent
Right.
topic on
Always,
everybody. It's
yeah.
never wintertime, summertime. It's always people
Yeah.
are always trying to find the best way. So I said you would be a great guest, an expert, to try to help our Lost Square audience find love.
Of course.
Because
Thank you.
actually, only one of us in here is found love. And it's the one that's not paying attention to the Steve Square show. She's
Which
busy
is,
in the
which
corner.
Is usual. That's what she is.
So-
Doesn't.
I would share it
What?
on your page,
Oh.
but
And look what's-
I don't want to like get in your stuff. Like I copied it. I don't know if you could want to share it to. You could share it to like Facebook and
Oh, okay.
Guns Radio or the YouTube channel. So
Oh.
I don't know.
So I can go on Facebook and just hit paste.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Copy and paste.
Yeah, and it should go
I think
right on your
so.
Facebook.
I did put a note in for my social media manager.
Yes.
But he leaves at 5 because he is my son. So there's no chance of getting him to do
So you
anything.
can't see your son after 5 o'clock? Is he go off duty as your son?
Union's
Yes.
rule.
Because
Sorry, Ma.
he is a professional model. He lives in Manhattan.
fantastic.
I make him work for me.
Good.
Well,
That's
Makeup.
fantastic.
sometimes modeling can be hard.
So I'll try to ask you,
You need to work at other jobs. There you go.
as
And who
your
better to have your mom as a boss?
as your
Well, I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know if he'll say that.
as your social mediating.
Yes.
So tell us exactly. You've been doing this for a while.
20 years.
20 years. How did you start, and why did you feel a need that there was a niche to get into here?
Okay, I was a pharmaceutical rep
Okay.
and loved what I did, and we learned all about human behavior with the company. It's so hard to.
Don't
all
you
right.
don't need to look at Steve. Don't
You
worry
know,
about
yeah.
him. Steve is he's
Wait,
just an
Steve
ornament
Square-
here.
Steve Square is confusing me.
It's all
You're
right.
in the middle of the square. You're the square root.
Talk to
okay.
this square over here. We're good.
We're
Okay.
good. Steve will duck in.
So I learned about human behavior,
Mm-hmm.
and then learned about narcissism, and I was married to someone narcissistic.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, a dating service came to Long Island. So I thought this would be my calling, that I would just make sure that I would get into this industry, find people love, and have them not have to go through what I went through.
Wow.
And what turned out to be something that it was a leap of faith, but it turned out to change my entire life.
Now you started with an agency at Come to Long
Yes.
Island. Was
Yes.
what agency
oh
was
yeah,
that? Was
I
it
have a book about it.
Oh,
In
really?
fact, the book was all done, and then the next day, their attorney said, "I'm sorry, you said too much."
Oh, wow.
And it's a little too risky for us, but I changed the names, and I changed as much as I could, but they didn't want to take the chance of being sued.
Is that book out now, or it's still not?
No, because I have
We
to
have a
sell-
call.
People really were excited that you were coming. And is
Oh
it
my
okay if you take a
gosh.
question?
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
sure,
I'm so
love
sorry.
it.
I know people were excited. They were like, "When is Maureen coming?" We have a lot of questions.
good.
People
Thank
on Long
you.
Island really are searching for love.
Yes,
I mean,
yes, they are.
so we're
I
gonna
have the best clients.
what do we have them on, Sally?
Yeah, welcome to the show.
Oh, welcome to the Steve Squared Show. Who is this?
Your sister.
My sister. Hey, sister.
Hey,
Hey,
I was just going to ask if she could find your true love for you.
Oh my gosh! Wow!
I
An
love it.
intervention.
Wow!
Do you know
Wow.
so many times family members will call me, and anytime they do that, I take extra special care of that person.
You know, I have to
I
say,
think
my,
that's perfect.
my sister, my ex-sister now. I just have to say, let me clarify.
I think it's great that she called.
I think it's
love
fabulous.
it.
I'll thank her later off the air because I don't want to get the Steve Square taken off. But yes, my sister, she's a very sweet sister. She really cares, and for her to be able to navigate this, that was great. Thanks, sis.
Wow.
That's fantastic. I have to take all technology away from my
I was
sister.
getting a little nervous for a minute that maybe there was an issue at home, but it was about Steve. Thank God.
I
everything's
thought it was
good.
something I had to run home for. I thought I forgot something. Or she was like, the show is sideways. Can you flip your phone?
Oh my God, you have the tags on.
Yeah, I told you.
I'm gonna return
Oh,
that.
sure. Love goes back.
No.
Love is not for sale.
I am buying that from you.
I'm kidding. I'm going to keep it.
You have to,
I-
especially
it's a
when I
joke.
tell you the funny story.
I'll tell you why it's a
about
joke.
that.
Thank you, sister.
Thanks
Thank
for
you,
calling.
sister.
Okay,
I will
okay.
take great
Thank
care
you.
of him.
Thank you. Oh, my sister's very sweet.
Yes, I'm the
She-
youngest of six, so we
Oh,
come
you
from
really?
a great family. We're
Oh,
very
that's.
family
Are you
oriented,
close
so
with your? I
yes,
saw
very.
your brother when you
Yes.
do the Facebook Live events on Fridays.
Yes.
Tell people about those. Are Facebook Lives you do every Friday?
Yeah. Friday Facebook Live. During the pandemic, we did daily Facebook Lives just to spread love throughout the whole country because everyone was just in such a panic, of course.
So how did it change? Like, were they dating more online, more using your services during the pandemic, and how has it changed now post or wherever
Okay,
we
so
are?
Once the pandemic happened, naturally I had to change around my whole business model. So instead of having people come into my Melville office or the city, and I had just opened up Boca
Oh,
the
wow.
month before,
Wow.
and then I got COVID from probably the airport coming from Florida
Oh my
here.
gosh.
So they said, you have either pneumonia or it's probably this thing called COVID.
Oh my
And sure
gosh.
enough, it was. So,
Wow.
needless to say, we put a pause on to Boca, and I'm really just concentrating 100% on Long Island.
Okay.
But
Are people? Do you find it's getting back busier, or
Yes.
is it now that people are
So-
more comfortable to meet and to maybe?
Yes.
So how does the service work?
Okay.
How do they contact you? How does it go? Step one, I
Okay.
walk in, I find
so
out.
now the only two good things came from the pandemic.
Right.
That number one, people do not want to waste time anymore in finding someone. So single people tend to be procrastinators. So they might
That's
call,
true.
they might
I
say,
am.
rather than spend this investment, I want to put a new roof on my house or what have you. Or let me think about it. I'll do it when I'm ready. I'll do it when I lose weight, blah, blah, blah. And a lot of times they wouldn't do it. Now with the pandemic, we had people calling us up saying, I don't want to die alone. So we changed our whole business model to make it virtual interviews.
Oh wow.
And even though I go into my Melville office, it's only on Saturdays because every other day I interview 7 days a week and work 7 days a week. My clients, or appointments I should say, they prefer to do it via FaceTime.
Wow.
So those are the two good things that
Okay.
did come from it.
So you'll do an initial consultation, a screening process.
Yes. People come to me for two reasons. The
Okay.
screening process,
Right.
and then for me to make sure that they'll be compatible. Because we have to be compatible and have chemistry.
So how does it like? So do people? Do you when you're going to match them up? Do they get a couple of choices? How does it all work? Like, do you say, "Oh, I have 2 or 3 people"? Do you match it based on like a filter system?
Okay, so great question. So, being a former pharmaceutical rep, we learned so much about human behavior that I just came up with my own system of matching people up based upon 3 parts of compatibility. So, we give people homework once they pass the screening process over the initial phone call, which is no felony record,
Okay,
and everyone has to be a positive person.
you're out, Steve.
If someone's negative, there's no way I could ever make someone negative successful.
Okay.
Or I can't make them positive. So
Right.
they have to be positive. They have to be emotionally stable so that they know what they want in life. They have to be financially stable. And
So someone has to be financially stable.
Yes.
Let's look at that. So so someone that's is there a certain demographic that's more like, say, because maybe a 20-year-old is
Well,
not
right.
financially stable,
So,
they're in
great
college.
question again. So we start at 21, and my oldest client is 87. However,
that's great.
we have a program for people in their 20s.
Okay.
And it's $1,000.
Okay.
So people value that when you're in your 20s and you don't like the bar scene, you don't trust the internet,
Right.
you come from a good family. A lot of times people will call and say,
Right.
patch up my brother.
Fix up my brother, right.
Take care of my son or what have you.
Uh-huh.
So it's enough of an investment for them to take it seriously, because the last part is either you're looking for marriage or a committed relationship.
Okay.
So that's the screening process that I use. So when someone says they're financially stable, really I have 5 different programs. So as long as they're able to afford the program,
Right.
they're serious enough and they're financially stable enough.
So how does what is a successful end to this? Like, is if someone goes on 3 dates and then are they done with the service, or is it
Right.
it has to be a marriage,
Correct.
or is it like
No.
what is it an
Well,
ongoing process where?
I recommend through guidelines that everyone gets that you try to go out 3 times.
Okay.
Because this isn't business.
Right.
And a lot of people make that mistake that in business, first impressions are the most important thing.
Sure.
You make a mistake, you're out.
Right.
Okay. And I've been known to do that on interviews with people, But
Right.
when it comes to a relationship, so many dynamics are going on, people do get nervous. So you should give 3 dates, because by a 3rd date, no one is nervous anymore, and everyone has a better 3rd date than a 1st date.
Okay.
Regardless of if you're just compatible, which is the second reason people come to me. First, screening process. Second, compatibility
Right.
analysis. So then this way, you just have to go out and see if you both have chemistry. That's it. And if
Okay.
you do, you're done. Success story. So if you're younger, then that could be marriage.
Right.
If you're older, you don't necessarily need marriage. You might just want to live together.
Sure.
Or a committed relationship. So it depends upon the person.
So you want to ask those questions at the outset, like, are you looking for a committed relationship,
Yes,
a
we have to.
marriage? What are you
Yes.
looking for? I'm
Because
guessing is
with
huge.
the pandemic also, I used to have a head matchmaker and a regional matchmaker, but I just kind of felt it was my obligation as the only real professional
Right.
matchmaker on Long Island that we really have to step up this company of mine for the past 20 years, and make it as best as possible. So now I interview everyone.
You do, that's
myself.
what I was going to ask you,
Yes,
because I
me
saw you on your
personally,
site. You had a
yep.
staff, but so if
Just-
someone wants to do this, they get a chance to speak with you.
Yes, and only me.
That's fantastic.
And I do all the matchmaking.
Wow.
too.
What do you? Now Sally's already matched, but what do you think about this?
Yeah, I think it's a great service. I think it helps a lot of people.
Thank you, Sally.
Yeah.
Why would someone choose this? What's the difference between, say, like a dating app, like all these crazy Tinders and
Right.
Bumble, whatever's?
Well,
Bumbles?
people come to me all the
Bumbles,
time.
Bounce.
Isn't Bumble a dating
and
app? I don't know.
their biggest complaint is that people aren't serious, people aren't financially stable, people just want to have sex.
Right.
And here, everyone is financially stable.
Right.
They are looking
It's
for a
more
committed-
serious.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
And plus, you don't have to worry. The internet is so crazy dangerous. And I hear the horror stories all the time. And I don't want to ever put out fear marketing.
Right.
But seriously,
yeah.
if anyone is doing the internet, and men too, I have grown men that are super successful, super smart, and they'll say, yeah, this woman took me for 40 grand. And
Wow.
then I realized, you know what? I better have you do the screening process for me.
Oh my gosh.
So
Well, that
it's
wouldn't be a
just
problem on me. I don't have to worry about
Steve squared.
The
Are
Steve-
you financially stable?
you know what? Well, it all depends on what you mean by financially stable. You know
Having a
what?
little concern.
Sally,
Steve.
can you? You have to speak to Sally. I think we need a
I
raise
just
here
sold
at
the
the
yacht.
Steve. Are they going to be soon be increasing our pay here?
Pretty soon.
Oh, wonderful. I'll be looking forward to that.
Before I forget, you know how you mentioned my brother Brian
Yes.
Jensen? So he does the Friday Facebook Lives.
Yes.
He also works with me now
Oh, great.
because I work all the time. So a lot of my family members have worked with me during the past.
I love it.
But he is also, he'll kill me for saying this.
Say
but
it.
He's a comedian. And he took the program at Governor's and
the
he-
Comedy Club?
Yes.
We
and
could
he-
get him into. Let's
Yes.
not.
Yeah.
He
Oh
can-
no, I'm sorry. He moved to Texas.
Oh, okay.
So
Well, we can
he-
zoom him in.
Oh, there's Zoom.
Yes,
Yeah,
okay,
sure, we could get
zoom
it.
him in.
We do anybody
So-
here.
But he hates when I say he's a comedian.
Why?
He's just
Because you never feel like you are.
Yeah,
I
yes,
am.
that's exactly what he said.
I always
yes.
feel like I am.
Like you
But he is-
feel,
yes.
you feel like 10 years you still tell people you're new at it.
Yes, but he is really
It's a hard racket.
so funny. And on the Friday Facebook Lives,
He is really funny.
I try.
I've
Everybody loves
started
him
watching your
because I used
videos.
to do it with one of my girls
Right.
all the time.
Uh-huh.
And then he said one day, he's like, you know what? I'll do it if you want. So I said, okay. And then a few days later, everyone was saying, we love Brian. And that's why he started working for me,
And that
too.
isn't that annoying because on
Yes,
our show
yes, I've been doing it
everybody
for
does that
20
about
years.
Sally.
Yes.
And we put on the show.
Yes.
Sally sits in the corner. Everybody wants to see her. They're like, "Why is she off the camera?"
I know. I love Sally.
Yeah, it's
She was my savior outside.
I know.
She's
Sally was
the-
looking for you. We were hoping you were in the parking lot somewhere.
She's the
not
only
roaming
one
around
in the
the
parking
carnival.
lot in her
late.
car.
I
And
thought
she's,
No, you were right on.
Oh, whew.
yeah, she's sitting
There is
in
no
her
late
car in
here.
the parking lot. She's like, how'd you find me? I'm like, well, you're the only one in the parking lot.
And also, my license plates are MTN Match.
Well-
I didn't even realize that at the time.
So you're
but
in the
yes.
you're in a Love Mobile, a Love Bug. Is it
yes.
a Volkswagen? No, that would be a Love Bug. No.
It's a Mercedes.
Oh well, someone's doing well at this table.
There you go.
That's good.
for you.
That's. What do you think about this, Steve? We haven't chimed in from the
Oh, I know.
creature from the
I-
Black
I'm
Lagoon.
I'm totally interested. You know, I think this is amazing. First thing, to go from the pharmaceutical industry, which I'm sure must have been, could have been doing very well, but
Yes.
it could be very stressful. I can imagine.
Right.
And it seems like you're doing something that you love.
Love it. Love
It
it.
sounds like you're doing,
Very blessed
that
by
you're
God.
making people happy.
Yes.
And it's difficult.
It is very difficult. I mean, I'm also a personal trainer. Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah. See, I'm actually going to show dumbbells.
We can barter.
Yes. So,
Yes, let's
but
barter.
I loved what you said when you talked about on one of your dating tips. You said if somebody they need to be mind and body.
Yes.
And they need to be
yes.
healthy before they can be
Yes.
like that because people have insecurities and they
Right,
don't feel
and you
good
have to
about
feel
themselves.
good. Yes.
So you probably get the same rewarding feeling when you match somebody as I do when someone
Yes.
feels, oh, I lost 5
Love
pounds or
it.
I tone up.
Yeah.
So, there's a business. See, we do the fitness end. I do the fitness. You do the love.
It's
Sally.
part of the whole
We-
package.
It's a whole. You buy the whole package:
can
training
do,
and love.
Guerrilla marketing.
There,
That's
you
what
see?
that's called.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is wonderful.
They could have their dates at Starbucks.
Where is a good place to have a?
We actually
Right?
do not recommend coffee dates.
Why is
That's
this?
because Steve works at Starbucks.
I
That's why
work
was
there.
saying
Oh,
that.
I'm so
sorry. Don't
so
worry.
sorry.
Trust me, I'm not.
Sorry.
Doesn't take it personal.
He doesn't take offense to anything.
So, because women are not going to get all dolled up to walk into Starbucks.
Exactly.
However, if you take someone out to a lunch or brunch in this beautiful summer where you could be sitting outside
Right.
at a cafe, whether you're a drink or not,
it's a much
a
better
woman is
experience.
going to put in more effort, and so will the guy. And then subconsciously, men that want the dates on the internet, that want the dates on Starbucks,
Right.
we call them internet daters because they're already subconsciously sabotaging themselves because their thought is, I'm going to buy her coffee because it probably isn't going to work.
Right.
Now, what are you telling yourself? It's not going to work.
You're right. You're going in negative.
Yes.
And you're feeling like,
Yes.
at worst, this will cost me $5.
Exactly.
Well, it's. I think it's because I think men get taken advantage of where they they go out to 50 million dinners and women I
Right.
have friends that are like I just want a dinner, so I'll go on a date.
Yeah, that's
knowing
terrible.
That,
Yeah.
and they get tired of spending $100
Right.
every time they want to meet someone for the first time. So I
That's
think
why
that's
lunch
why.
or brunch.
What do you as far as recommend, do you think it's a good idea to have it split? Or do you think you're
no.
still traditional, the man should
Yes.
pay?
All of the men in my program, they're all gentlemen.
Gentlemen.
So even if I said to them, the lady can split it, they would say, oh, Maureen,
No.
that would absolutely be unacceptable.
Okay.
So we recommend a lunch or brunch.
Something
and
light.
For the 3 dates,
Right.
if possible.
Okay.
And the men always pay for the first 3 dates.
Okay.
And this way, in the guidelines, we have so many things set up for people
Right.
that there's there's less stress in dating
Okay.
in the program.
Right.
Because you just follow the guidelines, so there's no guesswork. It's a lot easier.
Do you have do you keep track of your success rate?
I have over 1,000 success stories. Yeah, so
We'd like to
I
hear them.
just-
Let's start.
so-
Can we stay
Yeah,
on
we
till
got
nine?
time.
Number one.
So I
Henry
just,
Gorbenstein. He's on line one.
Your clients, do you have more men or more women signed up?
Well, years ago, and any other matchmaker will tell you this, there's always a lot more women. However, if you ever saw my commercial,
Yes.
if anyone that has cable vision has seen it, and it's on Channel 12, they put me on other things.
I see you during the Yankee game.
But I was just
Right,
gonna say, I'm
when
on
I can't watch the
every-
Yankees anymore and I wait for the commercial and you come on. I'm like, this is the best part of the Yankee game.
Thanks. Every single sports
Yes.
channel we are on. So that has
great.
made it even amount
Yes.
of men and women, which is
Smart.
just unheard of in
Very
the
smart.
industry. So
What do you
we're
think of
very
this?
blessed.
This I got in the mail. Take a look at this. This is what they're doing locally. It's a vow renewal. Is that what that is?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they're having a day where people are renewing their vows. You know what I've seen? There's so many people getting divorced. The divorce rate is so high. Why is
Very
that?
high.
What's happening? What's wrong?
People are not compatible. They're
Okay.
going only by chemistry, and you do need both. And then if you have the chemistry and you know when you don't have the compatibility, the red flags are there, but you choose not to see it because anyone will tell you it's easier to stay in a relationship that's not good than it is to venture out and start over.
Sure, it's
new.
scary, the unknown.
It's frightening.
Right.
Frightening. So people will stay much longer, and then you get to the point and you have to get divorced because you're not compatible. And it is hard to find someone you're compatible with, just with all the dynamics of life, but just, again, not to promote my program.
Promote
but
your.
the-
That's why you're here.
Yeah,
Why else
thank
would you
you.
be here?
But
Don't promote
the-
Steve
the-
Squared.
Trust
I
me.
will promote Steve Squared. But the fact that people are coming to MTN Matchmaking
Right.
to join, it makes everyone the same type of
Right,
person.
you know, coming right
So,
off the bat, everybody's
yeah,
same
so
idea.
It really
helps.
increases the odds of being
Yeah, the
successful.
dating sites, I've tried them and they're just no good. I mean, I don't like to say that. And people, there are, I'm sure, genuinely nice, because I've tried it, and it's,
Yeah.
you get frustrated. People, they talk to you for a little bit, then they're gone, and they go.
ghost
It's
you.
like, almost like you're just shopping.
Well,
It
because
becomes just a
that's-
shopping
they're
thing. Just
trading
next,
up.
next, next,
Right.
next.
They might find,
They-
instead of a Steve Squared, a Steve, what's the next level up?
Right.
To the
Steve,
fourth.
right.
Steve to the
A Steve
fourth.
Cube.
Quadrangle?
I believe that would be a cube.
Quadrangle?
We actually have a call, and he has
wonderful.
a really good question.
Okay.
okay.
Hey, welcome to the Steve Squared Show. Ask your question.
Hi, it's a great show today. I'm loving the all the relationship talk.
Great.
I happen to be a gay man, and I was wondering what the marriage. It's who pays for the date if you're both men? That's what I want to know.
That's a great
I
question.
get to be asker.
That is a great question. And I actually owned many years ago, so 20 years I've been matchmaking. 5 years later, I opened up the company Gay Matchmaking on Long Island. But I was
No
ahead of
kidding.
my time. It just didn't work. But I have a brother, Brian, who was on governors, and
Yeah.
one of my two sons is gay. So I'm very pro gay and wanting to have a gay membership.
Well, that's good to
in my-
hear.
yeah. So what I recommend always is whoever makes the date,
The
then
initiator.
the initiator,
Ah.
then you should pay.
Okay.
I don't like on any date when people split it. It's just so tacky.
It is a little awkward.
Yeah.
is a
So
little
if
awkward.
you make the date, then you should pay.
So if I ask someone out, I have to have the intention, at least on the first one.
Yes.
All
yes.
three. Aren't you listening? All three.
Do I have to pay for
Come,
all
go to
three?
the ATM for God's sake and stop it. Oh my
All
God.
three? I
Shake
have to
'em
pay for
down.
All three?
All three, right? What do you think about all three, Maureen? Or I
well,
guess you gotta feel
I
it
say
out.
all three in my program.
Okay.
But
Oh.
dating on the outside world really is very different. So, I mean, I wish I could say the guidelines I use will work with everyone, but it won't. It works exclusively with my program for different reasons.
Right.
So, but I would suggest that you do try to go out 3 times.
And when you do that,
regardless.
have you?
I like that. I think we'd probably have a discussion on the second or third about maybe splitting it. If the other person was interested, I don't know.
Or instead of splitting it, say the other person would say, "Okay, I'm going to get it this time."
Right.
And then
I would
you
think
get
if
it
they're
the next
interested
time.
by the third date, they might put forward the possibility of picking up a check.
Yeah.
Yes,
You see,
yes.
I would probably, like, as a guy, I would want to pay. But I do like the offer because it just shows that someone's to me, it shows someone's thoughtful and just thoughtful. They're caring and they're,
Right.
I wouldn't do it. I'd say, oh, no, whatever. But I don't know. It shows thoughtfulness from
Right.
somebody. I don't know.
No, I get
I
that.
had one
I
more
mean,
quick
it's just
thought,
always
and then I'll
nice.
leave you
Yes,
to
what's
do
your yeah,
wonderful
sure.
show.
Thank you.
What
oh,
are
sorry.
the 3 dates? Is it dinner in a movie, dinner in a show?
I always recommend lunch or brunch on a weekend because
Okay.
this way it's less pressure. No
Right.
one really wants a dinner on a first date, talking and
Yeah.
eating.
Oh, I love that.
And,
Yeah.
and also it's expensive, like Sally said.
Yeah.
So you really want to keep your costs down, but not like a Starbucks when it's a cup of coffee. So sorry, Steve.
No, of
I
course.
have no
Look,
issue with that. Trust me.
I don't know.
Anyway,
I don't know why we're
honestly,
calling you out.
Who wants to have a date when right next to you
There's
someone says
millennials.
there's a job interview on one
Someone's
side,
got a laptop
and
and
then
there's.
Yes.
somebody's on the laptop
But
doing their
some people like
scripts or
to
whatever.
do. Some people like to go for a walk. Some people like to do
Yes.
athletic things.
And-
some people try to,
And
or
I
whatever.
love
They try to
that
do kind of more
for,
light.
Yeah, like the
say,
kids in the 20s or something. Would you recommend like a hike or
Yes.
a walk?
So-
Because
Somewhere in a
yes.
wooded area, a secluded wooded area.
I would've
Not until they catch the Gilgo Beach killer. But
yeah, what do you recommend for like people in their 20s? Because I can't picture them going out for a brunch.
Oh, I don't know if the caller's still there, but thank you for your call.
Oh, yeah. thank you.
Thank you. So with the 20s, they usually will go, instead of lunch or brunch, then we suggest going out for a drink or two maximum. And 20-year-olds will do that typically.
Okay.
Okay.
So I got a little game we're gonna play, Maureen.
Oh boy. Oh gosh. Okay.
Duh.
Steve calls me the prop comic.
Okay.
Because
Can
I
I
like
really
props.
buy that hat from you?
Do you
Yes.
you can have it.
No.
Yes.
I
No,
wanna
I
buy
want
it
you to
'cause
have it.
I'm really afraid you are going to return it.
I'm
So-
actually not, but you know why? It's more of a joke because
I love
I
it.
am known to. Steve always makes fun of me
Well-
because I wear costumes or do props because I do theater and
Comes in,
acting.
he has a T-shirt.
So I always have these
It's like,
crazy
Steve,
things.
you got a tag on that T-shirt.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm
Steve
gonna
always makes fun of me.
return
But
it.
you,
tonight.
that's my gift to you for coming on.
Oh, well,
You
thank
totally
you, 'cause
can have this.
I love Marshalls because,
Right?
especially before. Oh wow!
Yes.
And you're a trainer.
No,
I'm
but this is-
dieting. I'm
You will
swimming.
never,
I'm
is-
walking.
you will never touch
It's
any
part
of
of
that
the
either.
ju-
He's
okay.
gonna
Yeah.
try to glom it onto me because
Well, Steve
he
will have
knows
it after the
I'll
show.
I'll eat anything.
So what? Okay. So I think
Seriously.
right. Would you show up with what would
Oh.
you what signifies what was the sexual innuendo behind some of these? Here's a good and plenty.
So you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
if-
What's a sweet tart? What are these candies really are saying behind the box?
sexually? you
That's what I'm saying.
now, at what point in time
Can you cut
are
off the-
you suggesting doing something like
Well,
this?
I'm
So-
saying a good and plenty seems. What do you think about a good and plenty?
I just can't believe you said box. So
What did I? I don't even know I said that.
So you're saying giving this to someone that you date,
Right.
Right.
I think that sends a
And-
message.
So instead of,
Well, which,
you know,
see, I think a sweetheart means you're a very kind, sweet person. You're more
okay,
innocent.
Yes.
I think a sugar baby means you're more.
Gold digger.
That's
Yes.
the game. Now she understands.
Yes.
Now the game is
Yes,
getting
yes.
rolling.
This is your good in bed. Yes.
Right. That's
and
the new.
you're big because plenty.
Plenty.
Yeah, right,
Yes.
exactly.
See, now the
Yes.
show's
There
getting
you go.
it's getting
Okay.
hot.
Now-
they call this caliente.
Okay, but you
for our
could have
Hispanic
given me
listeners.
some
I'm
notice
sorry.
about this, so I would know what I'm talking
doing
about.
this off the cuff. I'm kind of
Okay,
improv. Now
okay.
here we go. This is something right up Steve's alley.
No, that's when you want to break up with someone. Here you go, you dud.
Right. I really enjoyed the time here, but you're
Have some
for-
milk.
have some milk duds.
out of all of those, that's the one I'd probably want to eat, though.
Sally, you are welcome to the
I
milk duds.
can. I'm working out.
All right.
We
We'll
have to barter for real.
You are so absolutely yes. I
I
think
had
that's
back
fantastic.
surgery though, the end
Oh,
of
wow.
January. So
Are you? Do you like to exercise?
yes,
Mm-hmm.
I why? Is there a reason why you?
Some
have
people.
to
Some
ask-
people. No, but some
Why
people
you
don't
need
like to
ask that
exercise.
and you-
Well, that's why he
Absolutely
wants
not.
to get the.
No, actually,
it's a
I,
profile here. He's
I'm
trying
doing
to-
my profile.
Yes.
I always have because the way it's
well,
the same
remember
thing.
I said I swim and I walk
Yes.
every day. So
That's got to be good for your back.
yes, so that's why I'm doing it. But I can go to a trainer very soon.
Oh, that's
So,
great.
yeah.
You're getting clear. Are you in physical therapy now?
Well, that's my swimming.
So the swimming is what is
yes.
your therapy.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. What kind of? If you don't have to say, what kind of back injury did you have? Was it like an
A
accident
two-
or?
No. I after my second son, my boys are 24 and 26. I had back surgery after the 24-year-old.
Kids will do that to you.
Oh
Yes.
my gosh.
It's always
This is a
That's
crazy
why I'm.
story.
That's another reason I'm single.
Stupid kids.
He,
Sally has children.
the doctor said he literally dehydrated me. He sucked the life and everything out
Oh
of
my
me.
gosh.
He's not watching, so I'm
Okay.
pretty safe.
Neither is anybody else, so don't
No,
worry.
no. It's just my son, because he does the social media.
Yeah.
Again, anything after 5, done.
Done.
Done. So now, because he did that, I herniated a disc when I was pregnant, didn't know it. And then 3 days after having back surgery, went to the orthopedic, and I had herniated discs back then. And then once a year, my back would go out. And then finally, during the pandemic, they said, you know what? You really, because I want to be in great shape.
Yes.
You know, and so, and I used to be very athletic, playing college volleyball and softball.
Okay.
Wow.
So
Oh, it's
I
good.
want to get back to that. One of the things from the pandemic, people are making goals, which
That's
is to always be your
fantastic.
best. And
Yes.
I recommend all my clients to do that. So
To
I
kind of-
myself.
Yeah, when
wanna
you
see
saw
my-
that, when you said that, I was really like, I was
Yeah.
like, right on, because you
Right.
were like, you have to be mind and body, and you give like great advice too. You're not just you give a lot of good
Right.
tips on
Well,
your sites. And
that's-
Steve's a great personal trainer. He listens
you.
to people,
Actually,
which is
yeah.
really helpful.
And
Actually, me
I've
and
known
Steve-
I've
yeah,
known
me
him
and
for
Steve have worked
years,
together
and
for a long
he's
time.
a wonderful
You'll
trainer.
be in good hands. Really.
Yes,
Being good.
he's probably one of the
And
best
I'm
trainers I know.
Not a
yeah.
dumbbell. this
No,
is actually a
that's
show I'm
that's
working
his
on.
that's his
Cute.
that's his
It's
other
cute.
project.
That's some other project. But so where, before we finish up, because I want you to tell people where they can find your services, where if they were interested,
Yes.
what do they do?
On my website, which is mtnmatchmaking.com, which is for my initials, Maureen Tara Nelson.
Right.
A lot of times people say, why'd you name your company Mountain Matchmaking?
Oh, really? That's funny. I knew. I didn't think that.
Well,
I knew.
Alexa and Siri did when I paid them a fortune to advertise on it,
Oh
and I
my
kept
gosh.
hearing Mountain Matchmaking.
Oh my gosh,
And
that's hysterical.
They never change it, so I just ended that. But
Okay.
but on the website, I know that there are people that might not be able to spend $2,000 or $3,000, or even celebrities on Long Island. That's my 5th top program. That's $6,000 to $8,000.
Right.
So someone might not have that, but on my website, I really try to do as many dating videos
Right.
and YouTube videos just to help people
Yeah.
so that they can find love on their own in a safe way if they can't do my program.
No, it's great.
So.
And so that's so if you go there, go to mtnmatchmaking.com.
Yep.
And I've been searching and looking through your site, and it's really good because you have a lot of the good videos, like you were saying, to give people, information. It's really shows all your packages and the services that you offer. And and then I started watching the Facebook Live because I was watching you and your brother. I thought those were
Yes.
great. You do that every Friday.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What time do you do that?
2:30.
2:30. Is that because you guys are at different time? That's
Yes.
our time. 2:30 New York
Yes,
time.
our
okay.
time, yeah.
That's fantastic.
So it's earlier for him.
It's early.
So
He's in
last
Texas.
night- yes.
Okay.
So last night I worked till midnight, usually every
Wow.
night, and by choice.
So are you?
I,
Is that? Yeah. Do you have? Is there hours, or you're just working? Or people must be flooding.
I just
looking for
we're
love.
so busy. I love what I do. Since the back surgery, I really had nothing else to do but work,
Right.
being laid up with the laptop. So I ended up working every morning from 8 a.m. to midnight. And since then, it's just become such a habit, and all of my clients are so happy with the extra attention that I have to do it.
Right.
So, but last night I was working until midnight,
Wow.
and my brother was doing the FaceTime from Texas until 11
Oh my
with
gosh.
me. So it was so much fun. We have so much fun.
Yeah,
working
your
together.
energy is great. I mean, you put out
thanks.
really good
Thanks.
energy. You're like Sally. Sally always gives us good energy on the show.
I have another question. Do you the way you can find someone just on your phone where you're going through like the Bumble like Steve was talking about and you're just like going through picture after picture after picture. Do people do that with you, or do you get all the information? You're like I know this person and that person should
Yes.
meet,
I'm
or do
doing
you get
him-
like to look at 10 people?
No, I do it all for my clients.
Okay.
And I make sure they're compatible in 3 ways with their 5 must-haves. So really, everyone should be saying yes.
Right.
Because why wouldn't you? And you have unlimited matches.
Oh, wow.
So, I've changed and adapted many
Sure,
times. over
and
the
that's
20
great.
years,
That's
and-
that's a great business model to always update and
Yeah,
listen
yeah.
to your clients and
Yes.
how to make it better.
And
Yep.
and it's definitely it should be an industry that really is not, like I said, it's not a passing trendy
Yeah,
thing,
no,
because
nope.
I mean that's never changes. Just the way I tell
Everyone
people about
needs
health and
love.
fitness is
Yes.
those are not like fads. Like somebody's always
Right.
looking to find the perfect mate.
Yes.
Like my sister said, I'm on the forever search.
You're gonna kill her, aren't you?
I will
That is-
after the
that
show.
was
My
so
sister's. I can.
cute.
I recognize her voice, and then I was like, I can't believe that's her, because she's usually with the tech stuff. But she was able to navigate getting on the show and figuring it out. So kudos to her. I will let
That
her
was
know
just
afterwards.
She's a teacher. She knows these
She
things.
is a
you
teacher.
know that.
Yes. See, we're all in the field of helping people.
Sure.
We're
That
all
was really
teachers.
sweet that
Yeah,
she
she's
did that.
very sweet.
Because Brian and I on our Friday Facebook Live, all we do is banter back and forth and make fun of each
Yeah,
other.
you guys.
That's it.
Now you were saying, and you don't have to talk about this or not, but you were saying, now are you back in a good relationship? Like, did you? Because you were saying you had this issue a long time ago.
Oh yeah, that was
That was
20
a-
years ago.
oh, okay.
That's what led me into
That's what led you
matchmaking.
into. Okay.
Yes.
So
now with my private life,
Mhm.
I just always say to people, it's really people
Private.
see the commercial
Yeah.
all over. So I just like to keep my personal
No,
life
absolutely.
my kids, everyone knows my life are my kids and my business, but
Right.
my personal life, that I
Yes.
always just like to keep
I'm the same
private.
way. I keep my
Not
personal life out of
anymore.
the Steve Squared show until my sister calls up. Thank you.
Outed
I
you.
love
Now
it.
that's just ridiculous. You know what that is? That's a milk dud. I'm calling that a milk dud. That's a milk dud moment. Steve can enjoy
It
the
was
milk
very
duds.
heartfelt.
No, she's sweet.
That was very
She's a
sweet of
sweetheart.
her.
My sister's a sweetheart. Steve is not a sugar baby. He will take you to. He's not by no means not a gold digger. But that was the idea of the
No.
game. Was I was trying to find these. See, this is
That's
what I do.
That's a great game.
I was preparing
It
the
is,
show,
yes,
and
right.
I was getting my plastic roses, my love hat, and I saw the boxes of candy. I will governors reimburse me for this?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
You know, if you took this
Have a rose,
off,
Sally.
I wouldn't have
another
known
rose.
that this was plastic. Had you not, you're returning these to the dollar store.
Oh, they're going
aren't
right
you?
back to the dollar store.
I know.
Right
No.
These I don't want to buy.
Oh
But
my gosh, these
but
are fantastic.
if
Do
you
they
took-
smell?
If you took this
nice.
tag off,
Yes.
I would have thought they were real.
Put a wear a rose on my
They're
shirt.
very nice.
But
Thank
you
you.
know what
Classy.
a nice thing to do is to give flowers on the first
I was just gonna
date.
ask, is that
It
a-
just-
is
you
that a
don't
nice
have
thing?
to do it. I don't have it in my guidelines, but my clients, like for example, a guy just told last night he called telling me, thanking me for such a great
Mm-hmm.
match with this woman, and he said he brought her flowers. And she was just so happy. So I'm getting feedback from both of them.
So those traditional things are still good.
Yeah.
The-
You
the
don't have to do
flowers,
them,
the
but
no, I
if you
think
want
that's-
to impress someone, go all out because
Yeah.
you don't know. like Joe Schmo might be trying to impress
Right.
your girl.
You're trying to- yeah, you're
everyone
trying to-
should be at their best, trying their best, so that you can find love. Because
Aw.
we all need love,
That is
and
true.
we all need to love ourselves first and foremost.
I
There you go.
cannot
Very true.
accentuate that more as a trainer and as a human being,
Yes.
and in that order. And now we come to the close of the Steve Square Show. This was great because I'm telling you, a lot of people were really excited when everybody
you
was
so
wanted to
much.
watch, and they were
Thank you
like,
so
"When are you
much for
guys?"
having
And
me.
callers, and
Yeah, you're a
always
great
welcome.
guest.
Wanted to
Thank you
quickly
so
ask:
much.
Is how's Linda doing? Because I know she wasn't able
Yeah.
to come. How
Yes.
she's okay?
Yeah,
You know,
she's
give her
okay, yes.
our regards.
I
know,
will,
and
thank
she's
you,
always
yes.
welcome. If another
Okay.
time you guys both want to come,
Yes, okay.
and we welcome that. And of course, thank you, listeners, for checking us out today. And
you.
check out, go to Maureen Tara Nelson's website, mtnmatchmaking.com. It's great. The Steve Squared Show proudly endorses. And if you have a thumbs up from us,
Thumbs up.
you'll just be making money hand over fist. You'll be making level.
I already did. I liked your page. I've been sharing it
There you
like
go.
crazy.
That's
There you
go.
fantastic. This is going to work. And for myself, for Sally, for Maureen, and for that guy over there,
Yeah, me.
Yes.
Mr. Steve.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
Thank
all.
you.
Have a safe, wonderful week. Find some love out there, and we'll see.